My name's Erin and I'm a firefighter at Hurstville Station. We're normally a primary rescue station and we also have a flood rescue capability here on a day-to-day basis. I was part of Strike Team Victor and we were deployed up north to the Taree area where we were assisting with the northern New South Wales flooding. Some of the jobs that we were doing were as a result of a flood rescue call where people had rung 000 asking for assistance, but other ones were where they knew that there were properties but they hadn't heard from the residents, so they didn't know if they had either already evacuated or whether they were still sitting in their homes up on a little island all on their own. Conditions were pretty terrible. There was really steady torrential rain for most of the time we were up there. We were out in the field all day, trudging through either waist deep or sometimes higher water to get to isolated properties. We received tasking that we needed to check some of the properties along the Pacific Highway in a location called Guinea and also up into Blacks Lane. So we were given street addresses, but some of the challenges with flood rescue is that the water is actually sitting up above the street address. So we were relying very heavily on Google Maps to give us a location for where we were meant to be checking. I honestly never thought I would be walking along the Pacific Highway knee deep in water, but it's definitely something that we did do. And we were covering large areas, so where possible, Surf Life Saving would put us in the IRBs and we'd be going overland in deep water. So we're talking about paddocks here where we're going over fences, but you can't even see the fence lines anymore because there was just that much water. So it was really quite amazing. What we were doing was door knocking and making sure people were okay. We did that all day, and then once we knocked off, we were expecting hopefully to have a quiet night, but unfortunately there was a caravan park that put in a 000 call where they had a number of residents who were stranded and needed to be evacuated urgently. So we received the call just around 10 p.m. so we wanted to make sure we were in and got those people out as that water was starting to rise, and we were seeing that as it was rising, the current was picking up quite substantially, so we didn't want anybody entering that water without assistance. One of the families that we did take out was a lady with her special needs son. Obviously for anybody it's quite a confronting situation to be taken through moving water in the dark, in a life jacket and not much else, and we were able to execute that rescue in the most comfortable way possible for everybody. One of the best things about being part of a fire and rescue strike team is you go with fireys that you may never have met before, but you always know what their level of training is going to be. A couple of the guys on our crew, they had actually just finished their flood rescue training for the first time the week before, so their skill level was right up there with brand new skills and knowledge. And our strike team leader was also one of the best flood rescue technicians we have probably in Australia. So it was amazing to see all those levels of experience able to come together and everyone knowing the capability we had on board.